guys, I have your next fingerprint art lesson for you. So this one is going to be an under the sea scene. So the first one we did was the fireflies in the jar, and then yesterday we did the monsters, and I talked about how you can make a background and stuff for your monsters if you wanted to. Well, this one we are going to do a background. We're going to make it look like under the ocean, and then our fingerprints are going to be the different ocean animals. So a turtle, a crab, some fish, octopus, jellyfish, all that kind of stuff. So we'll need the exact same supplies that we've been using: piece of paper, some markers, a pen or a pencil that's a little bit thinner. So gather up those supplies and then we'll get started. So I'm going to turn my paper this way horizontally so I have a little bit more room. And I'm going to start by doing just the outline of under the sea. So I'm going to do a line down here at the bottom so I know where the sand is, where the bottom of the ocean is. And then to give it sand texture, you can just take your marker and do dots. That'll give it the idea of sand without having to draw each little piece of sand or having to color the whole thing in. You can certainly color the whole thing in if you want to, but this is a quick, easy way to make it look like sand down at the bottom. So you can just do dots down there in the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to do the line up here for the top of the water. Just like that. All the way across. And that's as much as I'm going to do for right now until I add in my animals, and then I'll do it. So the first animal that I'm going to do is a turtle. So just like we've been doing, you take your washable marker, not a Sharpie, washable marker, color your fingerprint, and that's where my turtle is going to go, right up there. So I'm going to do all the animals and then I'll show you how to add the details to them. So there's my turtle. Then I'm going to do a crab. So I'm going to use red for that. And instead of going up and down, I'm going to make my fingerprint go side to side for the crab. That way. And then I'm going to use my little finger, my pinky, and do a little tiny pinky print next to it. Those are going to be for his arms, his pinchers. Then I'm going to do some fish, maybe a whole school of fish up here somewhere. I'll do orange. I think I'll put 4 of them swimming together. There we go, there's our fish. Then I think I'm going to do an octopus. So I'll do an octopus right up here, swimming. And I did that one side to side as well. Same as the fish. I set my finger like this on the page instead of like this. And then I think the last thing I'll add is some jellyfish. And I think I'll do 2 of them. You can do as many of each of these fish as you would like to, or these under the sea animals. And you guys are super creative, so if you can think of any other under the sea animals to do, then please feel free to add them. So I did 2 over here for jellyfish. So now I'll go back in and show you how to turn these into the animals. So we'll start with our turtle. You want to give the turtle a head. So you do a circle and color it in. So the fingerprint is the body, and then you're going to add a circle for the head. And then you want to add its flippers. So those are just like half circles or half ovals on each side. And then I'm going to do some circles on his back for his shell to give that details. And I did that with the green marker to match the fingerprint. Now I'm going to take that detail marker or pen and add in 2 eyes and a mouth. Now I'll come down here to the crab. So I'm going to do lines with circles for the eyes. And then I'm going to give it a mouth. And then I'm going to grab my red marker and draw lines connecting the pinchers to the body. And then I'm going to use that same red marker and add some legs to him. Now we'll go to the fish. So the fish, you can do a circle or a dot, I'm sorry, and a line for the eyes and the mouth. To give the idea of scales, I just did a few triangles. And then you can do triangles for the fins, top and bottom. So you're just going to keep doing that. They don't all have to look the same. The fish can be different. Maybe some only have 1 fin on top instead of 2. It's up to you. And you can go back in with your orange marker if you want to and color in like the space in between the black line and the fins if you want to. So like I could go back in and color in the tails and the fins like this if you wanted to. Or you can just leave them blank, whatever you want to do. Okay, then we're going to go over here to the octopus. So the octopus has 8 legs. So I just do like curvy lines out and back in just to make it look like it's moving. And then to make them, so there's the legs. Then to make them look like legs, I'm just going through because they have those little suction cup things on their legs. So I'm going to do dots down the legs. And then I'm going to come back in with my black and give it some eyes and a mouth. And then we'll go down to our jellyfish. So jellyfish, you can do your legs however you want. I do a combination of straight lines and curvy lines. And then you can come in with your detail pen and add the face and the mouth. So those are all the ones that I did. So now what you can do is come back in with some marker and maybe fill in some more. If you want to color the whole thing solid, you can. I'm just going to make some of these wave lines in mine. The other thing you can add is some seaweed at the bottom. So seaweed I just kind of curve up and then curve back down. That's the plants that live at the bottom of the ocean. And then you could also add some coral in there. That's all different colors. I'm going to add in a couple of rocks over here. Maybe down here at the bottom. That. If you wanted to and you had room up here, you could add a boat. So a boat, you would just do a letter U. and then a line across. If you wanted to look like a ship, then you could draw the 2 circles in there. And then color this in. I won't have room for the sail at the top, but that's okay. It'll just look like it's going off the page. So I'll just draw the straight line to where the sail attaches. So you could add in any other details like that to your picture and make an under the sea fingerprint piece. If you do one, please post pictures. I'd love to see it, and I can add it to the virtual art show. Have fun, guys.